Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down for this offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Tackled immediately after the catch. Grab the Dogs and put them in a death roll the last time they met, blowing out Georgia.
Yeah, it was like Tim Tebow, Danny Werfel back playing quarterback for the Gators again. They were throwing it through the air. They were getting it done on the ground as well. Offensively, the Gators last year couldn't be stopped. Georgia knows in this one this time. They've got to be able to get some stops and get some takeaways.
So just out of curiosity, because I don't know the history, you name those guys, the other quarterbacks that could win. What was your record against Georgia?
We're 3-1. I think I had a QB sneak TD.
Accidentally tripped and fell in the end zone. But the other guys he named had big games against the Dogs.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that
to set the tone. And if I'm that defensive player, not only did I set the tone, I'm telling them about it the whole way back to the huddle. We got plenty more where that came from. Hey, Cuba, you want to run? Keep coming back.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Try to barge their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going for 6. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't put the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
From the gun. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tuggle. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
Quick release by the QB. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But, man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
And the pass is intercepted.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires toward the target. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
To the air, it's Lagway. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Up-tempo for the offense.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The offense lining up for a first down play. Handoff to the single back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
He's brought down at the 25-yard line. Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 7, Georgia 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He wants to throw it again. Makes a connection. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Working that left side. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll go to the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big bag. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They'll go jumbo package, 3 tight ends set on 3rd and goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but
Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He's going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. Called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back, who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Gators want to crank the tempo. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this off.
Spins away from one. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Back to the air one more time. Got the back over the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a man. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Lagway. They're bringing heat. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone.
Oh, and they blocked it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Inside the 40. Past the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back to the house, and just like that, the 2 gives him the lead right back. And that's why, as a defense, you want to keep everything in front, make them run another play. Maybe they'll make a mistake, and they did.
Yeah, you're right, Reese. You got to stop the bleeding. You just got to get hats to the football. And this is a defense right now that's flying around, and they're trying to create opportunities for their offense. Did a great job there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Here's the handoff. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
From the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's not going to get there. Stops short on 4th down.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know that.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll throw it on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, Bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. They'll run it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 16, Florida 6.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Power football with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Gators will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Shakes off the tackler. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, 2 great plays in a row by the defense, and if I'm on the coaching staff offensively, David, I'm starting to wonder, okay, how can I protect my quarterback? Do we need to move the pocket, change the launch point? Do I got to get the ball out of his hands quicker? Because right now, it doesn't look like my offensive line can hold up.
Nah, and when your offensive line can't hold up, there's a lot of things you can do, right? You can keep more guys in to protect. You can try to be a little bit more play action, run the football, keep them off balance. But 2 plays in a row, 2 dominant wins, 2 big sacks to really get this offense going the wrong direction. And I love that the field goal block unit was prepared. They had a guy back deep. They understood it was a long field goal. And, Jesse, how about making a play as a field goal kick team, basically a kickoff team going and making a tackle?
Yeah, they were saying, we're not doing kick 6. This isn't Auburn, Alabama back in the day. And the big fellas up front, it's the offensive linemen that have to get out there and make a tackle. You're right, that was impressive.
Finding an escape route. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense. But did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
Moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Hawkins. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Florida! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive.
Reels it in down the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And back to the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Going to try to get it himself. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Fast motion from the offense. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Gets it out fast. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Gators with the 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Finds his man. It's Abrams.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Offense in an empty set. On second down, he's looking downfield. Throws to the back. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Looking to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Got him downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to move it through the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. That's reeled in. It's Daniels. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Lagway. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gator! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
And the Georgia offense will take over first and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Just destroying his way through the field. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. Right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man. On the move at the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Georgia!
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
He's right on target. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Gators moving quickly to the line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback checking off. They're going to throw it again. Coming after it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
To the air, it's Lagway. It's complete on the right side. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Going up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And the comeback is on.
And he's got that bayou speed, like I run bayou. You can call it whatever route.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the third. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They want to run it left here. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Brought down near the 6-yard line. Second down coming up.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Gators want to move quickly. To the air. It's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 30, Florida 29.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll go with a direct snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it! Touchdown, Gators! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
He's got it for the 2. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. They'll run play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it on the counter. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Snags it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. 2nd and goal for this offense. Wide out in motion. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you've got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Bobcats have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Buffalo. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Running with power. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Finds the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Slips a tackle. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Gets it out quickly. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Let it rip, young fella. I mean, closing in on 450 yards, throwing the ball early and often with a lot of success.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. This offense has a 2nd down play. Snap it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Now that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. It's really